everyone, welcome to ProjectLifesize. It's Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to everybody who's a mum. This week's topic is really scary and really upsetting and horrific. This week we're talking about domestic abuse. We've all heard a lot about it because of Rihanna and Chris Brown, and I agree with what the other girls said about them not having the privacy because they're celebrities. Everybody knows about this, but I also in a way think that it's a good thing because I don't think there's enough awareness about domestic abuse out there. There are celebrities like Christina Aguilera who have mentioned domestic abuse in their songs, who've sung about it, who've written about it, and who openly talk about their experiences. And I think that's quite an amazing thing because celebrities can reach a wider audience than most people can, and I think it's a really amazing thing that they're raising awareness like that. But I didn't actually know anything about the facts and figures and the statistics that go along with domestic abuse, and I was horrified when I went and researched this on the internet because there are some statistics out there that are so horrifying. I really couldn't believe it when I read them. One facts and figures website out there about domestic abuse really scared me. In 1999, which isn't really that long ago if you really think about it in terms of how long public awareness has been about for domestic abuse. In 1999, a survey found that 51% of men and 43% of women agreed that a husband is justified in beating his wife if she uses family planning without his knowledge. There is never any justification to hitting somebody, ever. I just don't understand that not even that long ago that was a widely held belief. Almost half of both sexes believed that that was justifiable. There is one incident reported to the police about domestic crime every single minute. That means if I'm making a 5-minute video, there'll be 5 instances of domestic abuse within this short, tiny video. In Europe, 1 out of 4 women will experience domestic abuse in their lifetimes. And the most scary thing is that at least 750,000 children in a year will witness domestic violence. Because in 75% to 90% of cases there are children in the same room or in the next room to where the violence is happening. I was shocked at the links between pregnancy and domestic abuse. I was shocked that 30% of domestic abuse cases start in pregnancy. And domestic violence has been identified as the single primary cause of miscarriage and stillbirth. Leaving somebody who's violent to you is a scary thing to do. It's terrifying. In a study by Shelter, 40% of homeless women said that they left their homes because of domestic abuse. It was the singly most quoted reason for being homeless. 44% of victims who have suffered domestic abuse will have that repeated. Between 50% and 60% of all women mental health service users will have experienced domestic abuse. Every minute in the UK, the police receive a call from the public for assistance for domestic violence. And it has to be taken into consideration that only 24% of domestic abuse is actually reported to the police. I don't think that a lot of people are aware how prevalent domestic abuse is. I certainly wasn't aware that it affects so many people, 1 in 4 women. That's a horrifying statistic. It's crazy. And over the years, public awareness of domestic abuse is increasing due to celebrities and films, movies, but I still don't think there's enough information. I think that we should be taught about it more in schools. I think that people should be made more aware of the facts and figures, because they're scary. I've put some websites that help people who've been through domestic abuse and some helplines in the sidebar. See you next week!